Convoy JW-58 was an Arctic convoy sent from Great Britain by the Western Allies to aid the Soviet Union during World War II. It sailed in March 1944, reaching the Soviet northern ports in early April. All ships arrived safely. JW-58 was attacked by German U-boat and air forces but suffered no losses. 3 U-boats were destroyed in countermeasures, and 6 aircraft shot down during these operations. Ships. The convoy consisted of 47 merchant ships which departed from Lockyer on the 27th of March 1944. It also included the U.S. cruiser Milwaukee, which was being transferred to the Soviet Navy as part of an agreement over the disposal of the surrendered Italian fleet. The convoy was joined from Iceland by 3 more ships en route from North America. Close escort was provided by a force led by Lt. C.D.R. Lambton in the destroyer Westcott. The force comprised 2 other destroyers and 3 corvettes. The force was supported by 2 escort carriers, Activity and Tracker, which traveled with the convoy, and an ocean escort of 17 fleet destroyers led by R.A.D.M. F. Dalrymple Hamilton in the cruiser Diadem. In addition, JW-58 was joined by the 2nd Support Group, the RN's most successful anti-submarine warfare group. These were 5 sloops led by Captain F.J. Walker in Starling. The convoy was accompanied initially by local escort groups from Britain and Iceland, and joined later by a local escort group from Murmansk. Distant cover was provided by ships of the home fleet which were engaged in Operation Tungsten, an air strike against the German battleship Tirpitz anchored in Alta Fjord. These were the battleships Duke of York and Nansen, the carrier Victorious, cruiser Belfast, and 6 destroyers under the command of V.A.D.M. Bruce Fraser. Ranged against this force were the U-boats of the German Arctic Flotilla, 16 U-boats forming the patrol lines Blitz, Hammer and Thor. German surface forces and air forces were much diminished at this stage of the conflict. Tirpitz was still not operational after damage inflicted by the British X-craft attack, while the German Air Force was reduced to scouting and shadowing operations. Action. JW-58 departed Lockyer on the 27th of March 1944, accompanied by its local escort, the minesweeper Rattlesnake and 2 others. With 2 corvettes, on the 29th of March it met Iceland contingent with its escort, the frigate Fitzroy and 2 AS minesweepers. These were relieved by the close escort and ocean escort forces, and returned to base. Later during the 29th of March Starling encountered U-961 in the Norwegian Sea. U-961 was not part of the Arctic Flotilla's patrol lines but on passage to North Atlantic. She was unfortunate enough to encounter the RN force, was depth-charged, and destroyed by Starling and Magpie of 2SG. On the 31st of March JW-58 met 1st Patrol Line. Over the next 48 hours the U-boat force mounted 18 attacks on the convoy. No ships were hit but 3 U-boats were destroyed. On the 31st of March the U-boats mounted the first attacks. They had no success but U-355 was destroyed by Beagle and aircraft from Tracker. On the 2nd of April in another encounter Keppel destroyed U-360 in a Hedgehog attack. On the 3rd of April a Swordfish from Activity attacked U-288 and, with help from a Malair and Avenger team from Tracker, destroyed her. On the 3rd of April also JW-58 was joined by the Eastern Local Escort, 4 Soviet destroyers, and on the 4th of April arrived at Kola without further incident. Conclusion. With the safe arrival of so many ships, and the destruction of 3 U-boats, plus a 4th incidental kill and 6 shadowing aircraft, JW-58 was one of the most successful Arctic convoys run by the Allies during World War II. JW-58 was the last Arctic convoy for several months. The sequence was discontinued during summer 1944 as all naval forces were required for Operation Neptune, the cover for the Normandy landings. It recommenced in August 1944 with Convoy JW-59.